I heard little girls laughing and giggling. And as soon as I opened up our bedroom door, the voices stopped. Well, I must have left the TV set on. And then everything was quiet. I thought, well, maybe I was just dreaming that.
The following morning,
Grace, Willa, come on, girls. You're gonna be late for school.
Hey, what's this?
I don't know.
Okay, come on, zip up, get downstairs. Daddy's got breakfast waiting, okay? Go on.
Okay.
Scoot, love you too. Hey, sleepyhead? Rise and shine. Hey. Hey. Hey, what's this puzzle doing over here? I thought you hated puzzles.
The fairies wanted to do it.
What?
There were 2 fairies here. We played all night.
Well, that sounds like a wonderful dream.
It wasn't a dream.
Okay. Well, what did these fairies look like?
They had white dresses, white stockings, and they had ribbons in their hair, too.
Where do these fairies live?
They live under a tree in their yard.
Well, that sounds wonderful, honey. Why don't you go, brush your teeth, and wash up, get dressed, okay?
Libby couldn't remember Grace's dreams ever being so vivid. And she knew it was not like her daughter to make up stories.
Part of me really wanted to believe that she just had a very overactive imagination.
Over the next few days, neither Libby nor Grace mentioned the fairies. Things seemed to quieten down around the house. The Johnsons settled into a routine.
Grace, Will, are you in here?
I could hear young children giggling. It made me feel really uncomfortable. I didn't really know what to think.
Grace, Willa, are you guys up here? Were you girls just upstairs?
Nope, we were right here.
Grace, what is this? What is this a picture of?
It's our house, and that's the fire.
Grace had drawn our house on fire. This was very alarming to me.
Grace, honey, why would you draw a picture like this?
I'm afraid you and Daddy are gonna die in a fire.
No, honey. Mommy and Daddy aren't gonna die in a fire.
The fairies' mommy and daddy died in a fire.
Grace, honey, that was just a dream. The fairies aren't real.
But it wasn't a dream. They're real.
It was interesting to me that she was so adamant that it wasn't a dream. I'm beginning to wonder maybe if there's something coming into play that isn't
But we're not
natural.
gonna die, okay?
We've had too many things happen in the house to just write them off as random events.
Things, pretty things.
Hey, what are you doing up here? What's that?
Stuff the workers found when they were up here renovating.
I decided to try and figure out, you know, if these two fairies that Grace is talking about happen to be little girls that used to live here, if there was a fire in the house at some point.
Libby decided to take some of the old photographs and documents to the local historical society.
Now, it says here that that old house was used as a barracks during the Civil War.
I was actually wondering if there was any record of any fire.
Oh.
Libby was surprised at what she discovered.
I've seen any evidence of a fire. Yes,
What about these photographs? Do any of these people look familiar to
I
you?
don't know. Let me take a look. Yeah. Oh, look at that. There seems to be something stuck here, isn't it? Well, let's see. Oh.
He told Libby that it was an early 20th century photograph of some of the town's Civil War veterans.
Picture of the 50th anniversary of the Gettysburg Battle.
Who are the girls?
Well, I don't know, but they certainly don't seem to belong there.
It's strange because these girls match to a T a description of the fairies that Grace kept talking about that would go into her bedroom.
You know, it sort of looks to me as though that they just dropped in there. Somebody put them there with no rhyme.
Libby began to wonder if her daughter had been seeing visions of these same girls. The thought that it could be true, and the possibility of what it could mean, terrified her.
People don't vanish.
Family and friends are trying not to lose hope.
Without leaving a clue.
She walked through the door, and that was the last time I saw her.
We did get the cell phone records right away.
There wasn't any evidence of a struggle.
Their search was thorough. I mean, he really was not there.
You don't think she's disappeared?
The world just stopped. Your daughter's missing. The police don't seem to know where she is.
It's a mystery.
Brand new Disappeared. Monday at 8:10 on Investigation Discovery.
She wore blue.
A small, sleepy town. Clapboard houses. Picket fences. And country lanes. Uh-oh. Wherever the worst criminals strike,
I just kept thinking to myself, oh my God.
the Bureau strikes back.
I told him, well, let me tell you something. He's not missing, he's been kidnapped. And you did it. Now, where is he?
Brand new FBI case files, Monday at 9 on Investigation Discovery.
You can wear gloves, wipe the surfaces clean, destroy the evidence, and dispose of the remains. But you better not miss a spot, because you can be sure forensics won't. Extreme Forensics, a brand new series, Friday at 9 on Investigation Discovery.
Libby Johnson and her family had moved into an old renovated home.
There were two fairies here.
Her daughter Grace had reported seeing visions of fairies, and Libby had recently uncovered an old photo which contained images similar to those Grace had described. Libby was shaken, but remained calm, at least in front of her family.
You give me a kiss goodnight?
Yes, come here. Mwah. Go on.
Okay.
Hey, honey, can I show you something for a second? Just pop over there. I want you to do something for me, okay? Now, I'm going to show you this picture, and I want you to tell me if you see anybody in it that you recognize.
The fairies!
I was not surprised that Grace said that. I just knew that those little girls who were in the photograph had something to do with the house.
Hey, Grace, come on. Why don't you go upstairs and get ready for bed, huh? I'll be right up in a minute. There is an explanation. She's just a child.
Well, you heard the girls giggling in the middle of the night.
That was a dream.
Sean was finding it difficult to come to terms with the possibility that something supernatural could be involved.
I couldn't explain it, so therefore I was a little conflicted on what it could be. All these things were happening that were pointing to something other than normal.
She's been playing Ring Around the Rosie with two little fairies who happen to look exactly like the little girls in this picture. I never taught her that song.
Maybe she picked it up at school.
No, I talked to her teacher. She said they never sing it there. I mean, did you know that that song is about the plague? It's a song about death, Sean. She is obsessed with death. Ashes to ashes, we all fall down.
What do you want to do? Move?
No, of course not.
We've put more money into the house than it even cost to buy.
I'm sorry.
So it just wasn't an option to sell the house.
I just don't know what to do.
Grace wasn't afraid. It wasn't so scary at that point.